second Zoid war age, wrapped in steely shell and bolted with rage. The organoid system, the breakthrough science, brings forth the Rev Raptor Zoid defiance. Produced in vast numbers for the front line, Rev Raptors tear through hellish Zoids like swine. Enhanced intelligence and combat skill, these organoid system Zoids charge to kill. Rush the Hellic army quick, Rev Raptor, serve the Gylos and Zoids like swine. Enhanced intelligence and combat skill, these organoid system Zoids charge to kill. Rush the Hellic army quick, Rev Raptor, serve the Gylos Empire in this chapter. Slice through the Goldos and Geyser Adapter, organoid system, Velociraptor. At range you may fare poorly, but don't fret. Up close and personal on you I bet. Slice, cut, rip, tear, and slash, show no mercy. Even go to last fall's controversy. But other organoid system Zoids lies, such as the Storm Sorter with emerald eyes. But Geno's sorrow will emerge as well. This organoid age brings new sides. What hell? Rush the Hellic army quick, Rev Raptor, serve the Gylos and Zoids like swine. Enhanced intelligence and combat skill, these organoid system Zoids charge to kill. But the Hellic Republic won't stop there, as other organoid Zoids come to dare. Blade Liger and Gun Sniper take their time to fall to Rev Raptor, make the steel burn. Republic won't stop there, as other organoid Zoids come to dare. Blade Liger and Gun Sniper take their turn. Don't fall to Rev Raptor, make their steel burn. Rush the Hellic army quick, Rev Raptor, serve the Gylos and Zoids like swine. Enhanced intelligence